Well, Michael, welcome to Las Vegas, and welcome, I should say, to the UFC.
Yes.
Finally, it's really been a long time coming. So what has the last couple of months been like for you?
It's been a bit surreal. There's just moments of excitement, like, oh my God, I'm at the UFC. Moments of just feeling normal again and just kind of getting to work, being a bit more inspired in training. And yeah, there's ups and downs in a good way, all in a positive way. So I'm just excited to be out here.
And you've always said that from the start of your MMA career, the UFC was the goal to work towards for you. When you finally get to step in the octagon in Miami, what do you think that will feel like?
Weird enough, I'm hoping it should feel just normal, and because I know that will be me performing at my best. If I make it feel like anything else, and then that's going to be me unsure about what's going to happen, or unsure about myself. I'm hoping I go in there and it just feels like home. It just feels normal, and then I can just perform the way I know I can perform here at the UFC.
Love it. Well, we'll talk about Miami in a second, but I actually want to go back to the start for you. I think your family, your upbringing is so unique, especially in a sport like this one. So what was it like growing up in a house where you had 4 siblings that were kickboxing world champions?
There's 6 of us,
Yeah.
so six of the other siblings and 7 of us all together. It's weird, like, our fights were pretty technical. So we're throwing, like, very accurate punches and kicks. But no, we really got on really well. I think because we did get to, beat on each other a little bit in training, that could get a lot of that kind of tension out. So even our arguments, they're never really that big.
And not only to have such an entertaining matchup in your debut, but to get to do this in Miami, where I know you have family.
Yeah.
When you got the call that it was Miami, what were the thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's funny because when I told my sister that, yo, sis, I got signed to the UFC, she's like, oh yeah, so she got excited. I was like, I'm actually going to be fighting in March. She's like, oh, that's sick. That's quite soon. Let's go. Like, I'm excited. And it's in Miami. She went, what? Right. So the reaction to it being in Miami was the biggest reaction. Not that I got signed to UFC. It's just like, what is where we are? So yeah, everybody, the whole family's excited. It's going to be nice. Like, Miami does feel like a home away from home, just because of the amount of friends and family that I have over there. So I always say, like, fighting in the UK is always nice simply because I'm very present. So I can be fighting and look at the corner of my eye and see somebody that I know and see somebody I know. And even on the walkout, I see your friends and family around. And it would be nice to have that same kind of feeling in Miami, in the States. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just want to keep bringing as many eyes to the sport as possible. And I think what's unique about my style is I feel like it softens the blow for a lot of people because it is so entertaining. It can be a bit comical as well. It takes you away from the toughness of the sport, how brutal aspects of it can be. So, if your mum was watching, your aunties, people that are not necessarily into combat sports, oh no, I'd never watch that. They see me come on and I'm dancing and they're like, okay, this guy's quite entertaining. And then, I'm just putting on the show, the showmanship side, and they start to appreciate. Like I said, I can soften that blow for people and just open the door to so much more people that probably would never even believe they would ever like mixed martial arts. And just kind of pave the way for all of those guys to come and enjoy the same sport.
You've said something in the past that I really admire, that you'll continue to fight for as long as you choose to, and the distinction is choose. Mm-hmm. As you think about why you choose to do this every day, what is the biggest source of motivation for you?
It gets hard to keep remembering these things. Seriously, it is a tough game. And it's weird because what people are looking at through the screens is us in the cage. And that's not the toughest bit. That's the most fun. That's the point where that we are pushing ourselves and killing ourselves to be capable to perform at that moment. So those bits, as much as you can have tough fights and so on and so forth, that's still fun for us. It's having to do it over and over again. It's the stuff that you have to do in the shadows every single day, your body feeling like crap and getting up and but right now, I'm still such a fan of just combat. I like almost like the chess side of combat. I like like my style can, if I do this, I can beat that style. Just that kind of the game I'm still very obsessed with, and then just bettering and adding certain skills to myself to beat these other styles. I'm still in that process, and that still motivates me. So even when I'm tired, even when I'm like, oh, can I really be bothered to do that? I know it's just like a phase that you have to kind of go through, because I'm still so passionate about doing these things, and there's things I still haven't achieved that I want to achieve, and yeah, so that the motivation is still more than the pain at the moment, but it could change.